Hi, and welcome to this week's video. Today I want to talk about YouTube and what my experiences have been like with this platform. Just to give a little bit of background, I am a British American early retiree living in Finland. This channel is kind of about my life and things that happen, just kind of sharing my experiences, moving to Finland, being an early retiree, and anything else that kind of comes up. One of the things I like about having this channel is that when people ask me questions, I can sometimes say, hey, go look at this video. I actually did something about that particular topic. And especially if these friends are subscribers, I can also kind of give them a bit of a kicking because it means they're not watching my videos if they're asking questions. So the topic of this video is about my thoughts about YouTube after uploading 30 videos. I did the same topic again after I had uploaded 10 videos, and I just wanted to kind of get my thoughts out about the process then. And at that point, 10 videos actually aren't very many. And so I thought, you know what, let me now double that time frame, upload another 20 videos so that I have 30 videos uploaded, and then do some thinking about what I think about the process and how things are going. And so here we are. This video is about my thoughts on YouTube after uploading 30 videos. So the first thing I'll say about this topic is my last video on YouTube after 10 uploads actually did not do very well. And I suspect, since I have barely any subscribers and very few views, probably nobody really wants to hear my ideas about YouTube because I'm not an expert. And that's fine, but I'm kind of making this video for myself because as I'm preparing the video, it's getting me to think about different features. And also at the same time, I'm hopefully someone out there will see this video who started a YouTube channel, who has very few views, and this will let them know or help them realize, you know what, it's not all smooth sailing. We don't upload a video and get millions of views right away. So just keep plugging along, and I'm sure you'll get some success. My feeling is actually that if I can get one subscriber who isn't a friend or family, I can get 1 million. Because if what you're saying appeals to even one person, I feel there are many more people out there that that message will appeal to. It's just a matter of time before they find you. Also in that vein, there's some videos that I've uploaded and I thought, oh, it's a shame. I kind of like that video, or I kind of thought maybe that topic would be interesting to more people, but it hasn't gotten many views. But, you know, the longer your videos are out there, more and more people will find them. So, you know, you could have posted a video 6 months ago that didn't get any views, but that doesn't mean that, 6 months, a year's time, it might get more views. And I've seen that happen where, there's some videos that I thought would have been a bit more interesting and didn't really get many views, but then, over time, they get a couple of views a week, which actually is a lot for me. So again, don't be discouraged, keep going. So in terms of looking at my analytics, the first thing that I was checking was my click-through rate. And what I found was that my click-through rate decreases over time. And I wonder if that means that Google or say YouTube has a good idea of knowing whom to show my videos, and that over time that number decreases and they kind of start to cast a wider net, and that's why the click-through rate goes down. Sometimes I kind of feel like, oh, it's so unfair that, it's so arbitrary. Google gets to decide who sees my videos, but, maybe they do know what they're doing. And so maybe I shouldn't complain. And if my videos aren't getting a lot of views, maybe it's just because they're not that interesting. And maybe I need to work on more of my storytelling or something else to make it more engaging, that more people watch, and that they then recommend it to more people. But yeah, so that was just something interesting to kind of notice as I was putting this together. And actually the way I kind of figured that out was I prepared a list of statistics for these videos, and then I kept delaying it, And every time I would go back, I would update the numbers manually, which is also another thing I thought about, that I need to kind of figure out if there's a way I can kind of download some of the statistics so I don't have to do it manually. At the moment, with only 30 videos uploaded, you know, that's manageable, but I'm also going to want to do this in the future. So I'm going to have to learn about tools that I can use to make that happen. But anyway, click-through rate, I think, is not too bad. My average click-through rate is 3.6% and my median click-through rate is 2%. My understanding is that anything between over 5% is good. And so, you know, that's not fantastic. But as I said, they tend to come down over time. And well, that's one of the things that has me slightly confused, because let's say within the first 3-4 days, you know, like within the first day, my click-through rates on some videos are like 50%, 30%, which to me seems pretty good. But then as time goes on, they get lower and lower. So anyway, that's something I'm kind of looking at, and I'll have to think about what to do. Maybe from thinking about my click-through rates, maybe one of the issues is I need to do something with my thumbnails, make them more engaging. One of my feelings about this channel and what I want to do is I don't really want to be sort of like clickbait or just over-exaggerate things. So, you know, on the one hand, I am saying, yes, I might want to do something with my thumbnails, but also on the other hand, you know, I want to be true to me, and I'm pretty low-key and laid-back type of person. So let's see. Having said that, I actually have a couple times tried to do a few things with my thumbnails on purpose, just to see whether or not it has any impact. For example, in the beginning, I didn't have my picture on my videos. They were just, you know, let's say faceless thumbnails. And so I thought, oh, just as an experiment, let me put my picture on and see if that makes any difference. And based on my analysis of these first 30, I would say it doesn't really make any difference whether I have a photo, my own photo, on the thumbnail. So, you know, that's kind of something that's, to me, a bit kind of fun to say, oh, let me try this and see if that does anything, and experiment around. So in terms of views, my channel has about 1,800 views. And for, I think, 29 uploaded videos, you know, that's not great. But one thing that I like is I can see progress. In the beginning, when I first started posting, they were very sporadic, and I would sort of post one day, then maybe I would post 2 weeks later, 10 days later, whenever. It was kind of all over the place. And those videos didn't get very many views, and you know, so it kind of came across, to me, it kind of seemed like, okay, this whole channel is a complete failure. But I had told myself that no matter what happened, I was going to be consistent, and I wasn't just going to give up straight away. So I said, and I also said this after my 10 video review, that, you know, no matter what, I'm going to still keep going and see how things turn out. Now, I would say I had a period of time where I wasn't well, so I wasn't posting a lot of videos. But I had made a commitment sometime back in late autumn that I was going to post once a week and, you know, really keep that schedule. And so once I kind of did that, I did start to see a little bit of traction. You know, again, with 1,800 videos, you know, I'm probably, let's say I'm averaging, I don't know, I haven't done the math, but let's say I'm averaging 50 views or 60 views per video. You know, that's hardly earth-shattering, but, you know, considering some of my most of my first 10 videos didn't even get 10 views. So to me, that's great progress. And as I was mentioning earlier, as I'm seeing, you know, as time goes by, you know, my new videos are getting more views, but then also, you know, a few of my older videos are also getting additional views. So I'm pretty happy with that progress. As I'm looking at my videos, one of the things I feel like it would be tempting to kind of get rid of those early videos that have no views, because it's pretty embarrassing. My worst video has 4 views. My best video has around 700 views. And, it's kind of embarrassing to say, oh, you're putting all this time into setting up a channel, but you're only getting 4 views on a video. But, I kind of find that kind of encouraging to be able to say, okay, well, that video didn't do very well, but, I kept going, and, I've now gotten a video that has over 700 views. And my more recent videos are getting closer to 100 views per video or slightly more. So, that's encouraging. I'm seeing progress. If I'm still getting 4 views per video, then I might be a bit discouraged, but I would probably still keep going. When I upload my videos, I set them to go live at midnight on a Friday. Before I was having them go live at midnight on a Wednesday, but I decided to just try a different day and see if that works. I don't know if that's why I'm getting more views now, but let's see. So one thing I find quite interesting is when my videos go live on a Friday night or like midnight, just early Friday morning, when I get up the next day, I like to check and see how many views my video has gotten. And that's actually kind of an interesting litmus test, because if I wake up in the morning and my video has gotten more than 10 views, then I know that for me, that video is actually going to do pretty well. If that video has gotten, say, less than 5 views, I know that that video is not going to perform very well. So it's kind of a interesting thing for me the morning after a video goes live to check, and literally just seeing how many views I have in the first few hours is a very good indication of how it's going to do. Another thing I've looked at are my likes. And surprisingly, it seems to me that likes don't have any relationship to views. So videos that get more likes don't seem to generate more views than a video that gets no likes. Obviously, the more people that view the video, the more chance of that video getting a like. But that I don't really see much of a correlation there, which I kind of expected. But that's just one data point. Maybe that will change over time. But that was something that surprised me. Another thing is also, even videos that get likes or more likes don't tend to generate more subscribers. So I would think, if 20 people like a video, maybe I might get a few subscribers from that video, but that also doesn't seem to be the case. I don't know why, but that's what I found from reviewing these 30 uploads. Another topic I want to cover are comments. For me, I find it surprising that I actually don't get very many comments on my videos. Now, likes and comments actually are something I just want to touch on. When I'm watching a video, it really puts me off when people ask that you like, comment, and subscribe to their videos. I just feel like, if people want to do that naturally or organically, they will. And I don't like being asked to do it, so I'm never gonna ask people to do that. But maybe that's my naivete, and that's why I'm not getting more subscribers or likes, because I'm not kind of mentioning it all the time and prompting people to like and subscribe and comment to my videos. But that's just me. I just don't like it. However, I have done a couple things. So sometimes I have tried to encourage comments on my video, but literally by kind of asking questions that naturally come out from the topic of the video, as opposed to, really trying to force the issue. And so far that actually hasn't worked as well. It's not really driving many comments. In fact, one video I made was specifically a video asking for comments. This is about where I want to spend next winter, and I was asking people to comment or give me feedback or suggestions on where to go. But literally, I think that's had one comment. And maybe that comment was driven by the fact that I've listed a few places I wanted to go and asking people, if you have experience in these countries, what do you think? And so maybe people haven't had experience in any of those countries, so that's why there's a lack of comments. But again, that was a little bit of an experiment. I was trying to see if I had a video geared towards soliciting or eliciting comments from viewers, whether or not that would work towards gaining more feedback and comments on my videos. With regard to viewers, recently, overall my viewership is about 40% from Finland, but recently, say within the last 3 months, it's up to 53% from Finland. That's a bit surprising to me because I wasn't specifically aiming my videos towards the Finnish audience. I wanted to have my video be a bit more general. Now, to be perfectly transparent, I obviously want to grow this channel and I would like to be able to monetize it at some point. And my feeling is if I had a very Finland-specific channel, it would limit the subscribers and the ability to monetize it because Finland is such a small market. So I was specifically trying to have sort of a generic type of experience. So while I am talking about my life and my experiences living in Finland, the way I was approaching it was that, I'm talking about moving to Finland and maybe I might talk about learning the Finnish language. But not so much, my goal was not specifically to talk about learning Finnish, but really more about moving to a different country and having to learn a language. So say if I had moved to Japan and having to learn Japanese, I was trying to speak in such a way that someone who did that would relate to my videos. So I find it interesting that actually, it seems that it's more resonating in Finland, I'm assuming with Finnish people, when that wasn't really my intent. So that's kind of an interesting thing that also I'm thinking about because, as I'm looking at the videos that get views and get likes, that also can help guide me towards where I go with the channel. And some of the things I was planning to do was talking more about financial issues, in particular for people from the US and UK, because that's where I've spent most of my life, and so I really understand retirement and how it works in those countries. Obviously, if you're Finnish, you wouldn't really probably be too interested in that. So that gets a bit tricky. So, one thought I had is, well, maybe I should break off my channel and make a very Finnish channel and have a separate channel that kind of is the British American retiree money type of channel. So at this point, I don't think I have the energy to produce 2 videos a week. So for now, I'm going to kind of keep it as one general channel. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking that maybe I will do that. In terms of, say, like a Finnish channel, I do have lots of ideas because one of the things that I don't like is I feel like channels on Finland focus on Lapland, primarily Rovaniemi and, Santa Claus Village, or they focus on Helsinki. And I feel like, there's a lot more Finland out there. I live in Varsinais-Suomi, and I think it's a very beautiful place. We have lots of things happening, and I think that it's a real shame that, we don't really get much love. There's, maybe there's the odd video about Turku, but, I'd like to promote Salo, this region where I live. And so that's another reason why it might be interesting for me to do a Finland channel, because then I can really, focus on Finland in a way that I might not want to do if I had my generic channel, because if I'm speaking to an American or a British person who will never come to Finland, they may not really care about the goings on in the Turku archipelago. So that's something else I need to keep in mind. So what are my next steps? Well, at this point, I'm just going to kind of keep doing what I'm doing. I will keep making videos. I will keep checking my analytics and think about whether or not I want to branch off and have 2 separate channels, or if I'm going to have 1 channel. I'm definitely going to stick with my timetable of uploading 1 video a week and being consistent with that and seeing where things go. So that's basically all of my thoughts at the moment. I am going to do another video like this, but again, similar to my last one, I'm going to double it. So I'm going to do, the first one was 10 videos before an evaluation. The second one was 20 videos before an evaluation. And now I think I will go to 40 videos before I do another evaluation, I think. But let's see, maybe if I feel like there's something interesting happening, or I want to document and share something about the channel, the growth, what I'm doing, I might break that rule and do something earlier. Okay, so thanks for watching this week's video. I hope you got something out of it. And if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel and you haven't done it yet, that you'll just get started and don't delay. Bye-bye.